What number comes after 16?
Well, there's a lot of numbers that come after 16, obviously. There's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. But you may have noticed that I missed a particular number.
Can you guess what that number is that I missed?
Well, if you had said
16 and a half.
you would be correct. And wrong at the same time, because the number that I'm referring to is 17. And we're back with another 17 dance practice.
And now let's dance.
Thank you for joining me here on Haas Dance University, baby. And thank you to Narikin for this request and supporting the Patreon. So much love from my heart to yours. And if you have a request that you would like if you have a request that you would like a video for, head over to the Patreon. All the subscribers and members of the Patreon, all the requests will be done. Okay. And yeah, Melvin A.C. Howell, professional choreographer, creative director, dance coach here on Haas Dance University. It is my life's mission, my goal to make dance accessible to anyone, anywhere, anytime, worldwide. Love dance education. I do this for you, and it fills my cup too. So I do it for all of us. We are checking out HIT today. Now, this is going to be on my third video. In video 2, whenever I did Hot, this was the only thing that was not super synchronized. Everything else has been super synchronized. So with this third video, this is going to solidify for me. I know y'all already labeled the sequence.
What are words today? What are words?
Where's my dictionary? Because I don't know what a word is. I know y'all have already labeled them the Synchronization Kings, and that's beautiful. But this third video will be the deciding factor for me on if I label them the Synchronization Kings or if they're just synchronized. Let's find out. But in the last video, I did say Transition Kings because they transition. They transition. And they eat these transitions up. You feel me? So, without further ado, 17 HIT dance practice. Let's see what y'all bring into the table. I'm super excited about this. Super excited about it. I gotta run that back. Great pictures. Wonderful formations, great poses, great pictures. Like even here, beautiful. And I know I caught them during the transition, so they're not all looking the exact same. Promoting the album, of course. They got the album centered, so we're gonna see how centered these formations are. Here we go, from the top. So we see this person here, already centered. Okay, centered, good. Now they have a lot of members in this group, but what I really enjoy that they do is they make sure everybody gets seen. Everybody gets shine. Nobody gets left behind. There's no like second string, third string. There's no backup. They all play a major part in this group. And with the choreography, even these dancers here in the back, in this previous part, you can still see them move and how they make everybody else do a freeze frame while that section back there moves, draws your attention to them. And I think that's beautiful. Boom, right there. Great. Ooh. Nice. So good, so good. All right, centered, they're still centered. Yes, I'm enjoying this so much. Okay. There's a lot I have to say. So let me start with this. So what I'm noticing in their choreography is that it's not just one style of choreography, right? They are using a fusion of different styles, of different techniques. And I think that's what draws me in so much. And it just keeps me silent most of the time, is that my brain is processing how beautifully they are transitioning between all these different styles. They don't have a style. Like if someone were to try to label the style of choreography with their music, it doesn't exist. It's a fusion of styles, right? And I feel like their music fits the framework or the genre of what pop is. Their music fits the pop genre. And I feel like pop is also a style that fuses in different genres of music. And I like that their music fits within this genre and how it fits within this genre, and that their choreography works hand in hand with that. It's not like pop music with a crumping or Afro styles. It's pop music, which is a fusion genre with a fusion choreography. And I can tell whenever I don't know who choreographs this, if they choreograph it or if it's a collaboration thing, but I can tell they don't go into it like, oh, I want to use these particular moves. I want to use this particular genre or technique of dance. They just dance. And that is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. They just dance and it works. And it works so well. They're using their bodies as instruments, as a paintbrush to illustrate the music and the lyrics and the instrumentation and the cadence of the vocals. They use the floor as their canvas as they're moving around, and they do it so well. And it's beautiful to see. And then I also want to point out here in this next part that's coming up. Here we go. Right here, boom, boom. That part is it's not complicated, but one thing that a lot of people and even a lot of professional dancers can get caught up on is those breaths. The breath is super important to a lot of these movements. So whenever they're going into their body rolls, that breath is important. You can't just keep all your muscles contracted and then try to control it the whole way, because then it ends up looking stiff. What we want is this. And that's what we're getting with 17's body rolls. And then you have that boom as they're dropping levels. Without that breath, again, your leg muscles are contracted and you're trying to control that up and down, and you're gonna look like a robot. There's no way to avoid that. That breath registers with the brain to relax, 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 relax. And they're dropping levels evenly all together with that breath. Make sure everyone has the same timing, the same accent, and the same texture. Beautifully done, beautifully done. And I've seen this executed in the prior two videos that I did of 17, which was Anyone and Hot, and so good, so good. Great work, 17. Nice. Even with all this hopping around and this high energy movement, they are still, their formation and their lines, their pictures still look so clean. And it feels like, I want to say unreal. It's not unreal, but it's executed so well. Like, this is really high level of difficulty. They just make it look super easy. Like right here. Let's go back just a little bit. That's a nice picture right there. So many nice pictures. Here, nice picture. We're still centered. They've been centered the whole video. Makes it super symmetrical and geometrically pleasing, aesthetically pleasing. Great work. Here, you can see the lines happening. You can see the lines back here with these three, 1, 2, 3. Then you have 1, 2, they're in line. You have 1, 2, they're in line. 1, 2. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3. I didn't see that head back there in the back. And then you have 1, 2, 1. So what they've done is they've taken their formation and they've shifted everyone to turn at this diagonal. And now there are lines going this way, which keeping it's still centered. It still looks beautiful facing the front where we're looking at. And if you were on the side, if you were over here in the audience, you can see that formation going up this way. And then it looks like they're facing you while still facing us. Beautifully done. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous work. Let's keep moving. Yeah. Yes, yes. Yes.
Yes.
All right, I ain't gonna hold you. After this, I might just have to, unless I see something that really makes me stop, I might have to just let it keep playing through. Cause even I just wanna see the whole thing. But I will say this before I let it play the rest of the way. A very crucial part of being a professional performer is, and especially when it comes to dance, there are different aspects of dance across different disciplines of art, right? There's singing, painting, graphic design, so on and so forth. When it comes to dancing, I'll just say dancing alone. Obviously, they have the vocals down, they have the stage presence down. On dancing, something that is super common in the dance world, and this is amongst, we'll say, professional dancers, right? Is sometimes dancers will let the energy control them instead of them control their energy. Now, what I mean by that is with this music being so high energy, so up tempo, then what you want to do naturally is muscles contract. I got to hit these moves. Boom, 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 boom. And then you lose technique, you lose cleanliness, you lose that synchronicity. But what 17 does really, really well, and it's some of the best that I've seen, is they relax their bodies. Most of their choreography, their body is relaxed. Even at points where the choreography is super hard hitting and like go, 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 they're relaxed in it. And that shows a lot of maturity. That shows a high level of understanding of their body. Their mind-body connection is really, really good. They understand what they need to do, how they need to execute it. And that's a skill that, though some can be born with it, it takes a lot of training, because there is a lot of K-pop choreography that I've seen over the years where though the choreography is good, though the choreography is fun, those super high energy parts, there's like just a lot of like headbanging, like throwing my body around. And that doesn't mean that the band is bad, but when it comes to dancing, it shows a lack of maturity or understanding of their bodies, of dance, and how volume in dance works. 17 is executing so well, where they don't let their energy control them, they control their energy. So it's like when you have a light switch that has a dimmer on it, and you get to decide how bright or how dim you want that light to be. And that's what 17 is. They have this switch where they can decide, like, all right, I'm gonna chill. My stage presence and the execution is still at 100%, but I'm gonna turn this dimmer down a little bit to allow more breath and more volume in my movement. And then when it's less go time, we're gonna turn that up to full brightness, and then still keep the same level of control and intentionality and purpose in their movement, but just turn up the energy even more. So good. That is, come on, let's keep going. I really tried to not pause it, but then they were like,
"Oh, word? You're not gonna pause it no more? You're not gonna pause it no more? Let me turn it up on you then."
So, dadgummit, I was trying not to pause it for y'all. This technique that they just used, if you were intrigued by this, then the technique is called threading. It is super fun to learn. It is a complex thing to learn. It's not so much a technique as it is a concept. So threading is like when you think of crocheting or when you're sewing something, you have to thread a needle, right? So if I create this here and I take my other hand is the needle and the thread, I thread through, and then I can thread through this way, thread my head through this way. And there's so much you can do with that. You can even thread with fingers when it comes to like finger tutting and liquiding, and there's so much you can do. But they're using full body threading, which for me is even more fascinating because it takes a whole other level of creativity and understanding of your body, of physics, of gravity, to make this work and to make it look good. So if you're interested in learning that and expanding on that, maybe you want to add it to your style of dance, or maybe you haven't danced before but you saw that and you didn't know what it was called and you just want to have some fun with it, it's called threading. Right here, thread, thread. Nice. Ooh, nice. Nice. Great control and patience. Nice. Okay, first of all, again, it doesn't matter where I pause it, their formation is always nice. And the crazy part is these people are exiting, and even still on their exit, all of this is centered. But the part of the formation I wanted to point out was here as they're about to hop forward. Boom. Right here. Look at this formation, y'all. Look how perfect this formation is. They even have similar leans, and then you have windows, right? So I can see these two through this window, I can see these two through this window. But if we were back further or at different angles, you would actually notice that red hat is in this window, black hat is in this window, black shoes is in this window, and then white shoes is in this window over here. But the fact that we can see the symmetry from different angles and it creates almost a different visual of this same formation is beautiful. And of course, they're dead center as they should be. Beautiful. Let's go. Woo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Dude, that was so good. I already said everything that I needed to say. So good. That's all I got. So good. If you enjoyed this and you're not already, and you're seeing this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe. Don't miss anything. Hit those notifications. And if you want to support this page and you want your requests answered, go ahead and head over to the Patreon. From my heart to yours, peace, love, dance. Let's go.